Welcome to the first episode of Gotta Start Somewhere Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Doubles Battle Ranked. My name is Debris, and I would be going through from the very first rank to hopefully Masterball ranked and beyond with some gameplay and commentary, and also at the end of each battle I am going to go over my VOD every single time and see what mistakes that I made, what I did well, what I could improve on in order to reach my goal. I have been playing Pokemon casually all my life, but I have never really delved into the battles of Pokemon ranked. So this will be my first time. I have background in Hearthstone lightly, Marvel Snap lightly, and hoping to use that to work myself into a better ranked. Right now, I do not have any teams that set up on my own, which I plan to make in the future. So I am using this rental team that I got off the internet from this Japanese guy called Belmott. Thank you. And we will see how this pans out. I have read briefly on what this can do, but I do not have an exact idea how to operate this team. So I am expecting a lot of kinks along the way, but hopefully we can get started. Ranked battles. As yes, it's my first time even opening this page. Doubles battle beginner tier. My rental number 1 team. Here we go. So, from what I see is that in the beginning I am supposed to, in most places, use Zamazenta and Qianpao. I almost said Pao Qian, which is in Korean. I'm seeing the opponent has Calyrex, the ice version, Indeedee, Greninja, Qianpao, Torkoal, and Toxicity, which I do not understand why they're using Torkoal. I'm thinking that Indeedee is going to use Trick Room, which I saw of the of the VGC. In the beginning, I'm just gonna go with what I was told. I'm gonna use my Zamazenta and Qianpao in the beginning, and putting Raikou. I don't know this version, what the name of it. I'm sorry. And the Calyrex, but I am seeing that I'm not sure how this one will work against the team, so I might just use Tinglu and see how that goes. I might not have enough damage, might be the problem. So, here you go, my first ever battle. So, Calyrex and Indeedee. So I know that character has Psychic Terrain. Swords of Ruin, Qianpao. Indeedee's gonna try to do something crazy, I'm pretty sure. But I am going to, let's see, do this, and I will Ruination Calyrex. Ooh, they're terrestrializing. I don't know what terras it is. It is going to be water. Now I am regretting that I should have used Body Press. What Indeedee is going to do, we'll see. Ruination to half HP, and Ultimate Dash probably not enough. If I use body press, things might have been different. And I'm going to use Trick Room for sure. He did Swords Dance. I don't think this has any. What's my turn still? I'm gonna switch out into Tinglu, and here I'm going to use Sucker Punch on Calyrex, or thinking that he's going to attack. Indeed, I'm hoping it doesn't have a lot of attack force behind it, and Tinglu will do something to hopefully not die. Follow me. So my Sucker Punch is not going anywhere else. He is very smart, or I am very dumb. Glacial Lance. Oh, I did not know there was a move that defends both. I mean, that attacks both. If I use Y-Guard and something else, it would have been much better. I'm going to use this. No, I'm going to go use my Zamazenta. It will do much. Does it know that I have Y-Guard? We will see. We will see how well he is tacked up for it. Helping Hand by NDD. I Y-Guarded. Let's see what he tries to do. Glacial Lance. I protected that. That is nice. Now he knows that I have a Y-Guard. So he will most likely use something else. Ice Spinner on the DD, almost quite close. I am suspecting that he is going to try to kill my jump up first. So I'm going to body press into Calyrex. I think he might try to follow me actually. So I'm gonna Behemoth Bash here, and then I'm going to switch out. No, it's not going to work. Hold on. I don't think it has any. Yeah. And then I'm just gonna Sucker Punch in DD because I feel like he's gonna do something he didn't. Wow, I am surprised that I did not think that he would hit Glacial Lance twice knowing that I have a Y-Guard. I thought he would know that I was going to protect Psychic Terrain, which nullifies my priority attacks. Even a bash into DD, I will get a KO off of that, a little bit too late, but it will be okay. I killed him. I'm gonna use my Calyrex, Shadow Rider, Torkoal. I think their Trick Room turn is about to be over soon. Nerve, Rot. Let's see. How do I check status of the field? Trick Room 1 turn, so I'm going to just double protect here. Stall out the Trick Room turn. It is very difficult to speak and play the game at the same time. I'm losing what I am supposed to do because I'm talking. But I have successfully stalled out my Trick Room turn. I think he's just bashing Glacial Lance. I do not know why that is the case. Now the Trick Room is gone. I'm going to Y-Guard again against the Glacial Lance, and I will Terastallize Astral Barrage, trying to get a KO off Torkoal. I will be faster. If I knew I was faster, I wouldn't have to wide guard because I think Astro Barrage would have killed the Ice Rider to begin with, and I could just go straight into the Torkoal with the body press. It might have actually been better. I'm going to go over that when I go over the mod. Nope, but in the end, it ended up not mattering because Torkoal is dead, Calyrex is dead. I didn't know that it would be so strong. The thing, is it using specs? No, it's not even using specs. The last Pokemon was a Chien-Pao. I wish I would have still played Pokemon when they were giving out the shiny versions of those. It would have been very nice. I'm going to protect here. Oh no, I'm going to protect here, and then I'm going to. Well, I have no choice. I'm going to Astro Barrage into the Chien-Pao. Did I protect already? Oh, I protected already. I am being very stupid today. Yep, and that is enough. I have played extremely poorly, but I still managed to win with the help of the team. I feel bad even for winning. Mr. Donkley1, I am so sorry. I did not deserve the win. But it is very easy to be read if you keep using Glacial Lance over and over again. Because I would have used I wouldn't have used a Sucker Punch. I would have used a maybe Ruination, or in this case, even if he did follow me, I really didn't have anything to hit the Calyrex, the Ice Rider. So in this case, the better thing to do would be to wide guard with the Zamazenta, because I know most likely he is going to Glacial Lance first, again, because it has worked so well. Oh, actually, sorry. So, let's try to look at what I did wrong. Here are the teams. The opponent is running Ice Rider, NDD, Greninja, Chien-Pao, Torkoal, and Toxicity. He wouldn't have run the Greninja because it doesn't really have any effect against my team. It would have been either between Torkoal or Toxicity, which he chose Torkoal. But even if he chose Toxicity, I would have covered it with my Zamazenta, and Tinglu should have covered it fine. Raging Bolt, I did not choose because the opponent had two ice types that are strong in attacks, which turned out to be a good idea. Same with the reason I didn't choose Amoonguss. And it turned out to be the right lead. I could have used my Tinglu better, but I didn't really have anything to protect myself against the Ice Rider anyway, other than the fact that my Zamazenta had wide guard. So, going on from my choices, my turn 1, I knew that he was going to Trick Room. I did not know that the Ice Rider was going to Water Terrasilize, but turns out it is the most common type, so that is something that I need to remember for the future, in which case I would have used Body Pressed against the Ice Rider instead of Behemoth Bash, and that could have KO'd it. I don't know how much damage it would do actually, but it would have done more damage compared to just using the Behemoth Bash in this case. Sorry, I'm gonna do this. Ruination turned out okay. It was the right call. Knew he was going to Trick Room. I think he was running Focus Band in this case. Oh no, he's not. So he's not even. For some reason, because he kept pressing the Glacial Lance, I thought he was using the Focus Band, but he actually used Sword Stance, so he was not using that item, but still, he relentlessly pressed Glacial Lance, knowing that I had Wide Guard, even after I showed it. So that kind of shows the level of talent that we are dealing with today. Obviously, I won because the opponent was worse than I was, not because I did anything well, in my opinion. So in here, I did not know that Indeedee have followed me. If I did, I would have had a better time dealing with that. In here, I did not know what the Ice Rider was going to do, and I wanted to save the Zamazenta from anything happening with the Swords and Calyrex, which ended up killing the Tinglu anyway. In here, if I knew that the Glacial Lance was there, I would have used the Wide Guard, and then not knowing that Indeedee have followed me also affected. I would not have used Sucker Punch in this case, and decided to use maybe Ice Spinner on Indeedee would have been better, because none of my attacks other than the Sucker Punch would have done much damage to the Ice Rider. In here we can see that this Indeedee is not running Psychic Surge as his ability. I just don't think he was prepared with the hidden ability, because he ends up using Psychic Terrain later, because he most likely did not have much else to do. He did not seem to have any attacking move, which definitely now we can see that he's running Helping Hand, Follow Me, Trick Room, and Psychic Terrain. So putting Sucker Punch into the location would not have achieved anything in any circumstance. So putting Ice Spinner into Indeedee would have been the best choice, and I would Wide Guard against the Glacial Lance, because he wouldn't. I thought he wouldn't know, and he didn't. Which ended up mattering whether he knew that I had Wide Guard or not, because he kept choosing to press the Glacial Lance. I use Ice Spinner here on Indeedee. I tried to KO it. In here, I thought, hey, he's probably not going to Glacial Lance, because he knows I have Wide Guard. So I ended up trying to attack both the Indeedee, and here is my mistake. Why did I use Sucker Punch into Indeedee? That was pointless, because at this point I knew that he was not running for attack. However, trying to talk for the YouTube and play at the same time, it really clouded my judgment. Even after I saw all 4 attacks of my Indeedee, I decided to do something that was less than optimal. I should have Sucker Punched into the Ice Rider instead, and that would have KO'd it, and then my Behemoth Bash would have KO'd the Indeedee, and I would have been in much better circumstance by then. But in here, I was like, oh, he's just going to play press Glacial Lance no matter what. So here goes a Torkoal. And now that I have my one very fast attacker that's very strong, and the Trick Room had only 1 turn left, I wanted to stall out the Trick Room turn, so I double protected. In here, I don't think there was anything else that I should have done other than that. And here, the next turn, I Wide Guarded against the Glacial Lance, and I saw that the Torkoal would have done Flamethrower, so double protect was even the right answer, because he did not choose to use Eruption. I Terrestrialized Ghost and Astral Barrage. It turns out it was a lucky coincidence. I was not 100% sure of the damage range of the Astral Barrage, but it ended up KOing both of the enemy Pokemon, which very much worked out in my favor. And he was definitely the star of this battle. So here they both KO'd, special attack. Oh, and probably with the special attack boost, I had much better time killing the Chien-Pao even with the not effective move. In here, I chose to protect the Zamazenta and attack with the Shadow Rider because Shadow Rider had Sash, and I wanted to see what Chien-Pao would do so I could make up my mind. On top of that, I wanted to stall out if he decides to attack into the less healthy Zamazenta. I protect it and my Shadow Rider will get one more attack off. And if he decides to attack with the Shadow Rider, he still had one more attack left, and my Zamazenta would have KO'd it with either Body Press or Behemoth Bash. So probably would have used Body Press. And in here we can see that with the boosted special attack, the Shadow Rider was able to KO the Chien-Pao, and I won the match. Like I said, there is a lot of room for improvement. It is only my first game, so as time goes on, I would think that I will play much better. I want to start making my own team too and seeing how that works. But for now, I would be working mostly with this team and see how much I can improve on it. Well, thank you for watching the video, and then I will see you in the next battle. Thank you.